Fuck. Wrecked. Again! Johnny Depp. Come on, man! Give me some of your good juice. I'm so fucking hungry. Just gonna be a fucking beggar. Anyone? McDonald's? I'll lick your balls for a Big Mac. Anyone? Wait a second. Wait a second. No. What's this? It's not Halloween. Burger? Goblin burger? I don't really fancy one of them. Yeah. Like, no one's gonna buy this. Oh, I see. You're me. Yes. This is the Defiant. Boo! Goblin Town. Unless you've been living under an ether rock for the past week, chances are you've heard of Goblin Town. The free to mint collection of 10,000 ugly bastards taking the NFT space by storm and turning the rulebook on its head. The 24-hour trading volume alone is dizzying stuff, and the floor just keeps on rising. But most astonishing of all is the way Goblin Town achieved this quick and meteoric ascent, because far from doing the usual, building hype across the tried and tested channels, 100K Discord, you know what I'm saying? The team took an altogether different approach and flipped the script entirely. So let's zoom out way back to the 21st of May. The official mint came and went with little fanfare, but a strong message. Don't be fucking greedy. That's how we got ourselves here. Now, yes, this is satire, but would anyone really care? It was low effort, and that was basically it. We're talking no whitelist, no collaborations, no influencers, no Discord server, no roadmap, zero utilities, zero promises, a Creative Commons zero license, and as for a certifiably undoxed team, well, no chance. But they did have a few things in their favor. Cool art, if you like that kind of thing, but also some friends in high places like this guy, Mike Dudas, founder of The Block and proud owner of this flaccid, cock-nosed gargoyle from hell. Yep, Mike pointed out a few key points. Number one, I know the terrific team who created it. Two, I pointed out the free mint to the public as a favor to them. I'm the public because I love the team. Oh, Mike, you're so generous. And three, he subtly hyped the mysterious element to the project. Well, as is often the way, word soon spread, and just a few days later, I'm coming back down again, Alp, because my knees hurt. Getting old, yeah? One of the most extraordinary pieces of contemporary art theater ever in crypto took place on the people's platform, Twitter. And good fucking God, what do you make of this? Your ears do not deceive you. Yes, in a soundscape reminiscent of the Battle of Helm's Deep, almost 30,000 aspiring urukai participated in a 3.5-hour Twitter space unintelligible to the human ear, a kind of cultish goblin conference that turned out to be one of the most viral organic NFT marketing campaigns of all time. And people jumped in there trying to have their voices heard, like K-Money trying to ask serious questions. It was bananas. What a time to be alive. So, what the hell is going on? Why has Goblin Town captured the public imagination, and why are we making a video about it? Do we have a future, quote-unquote, blue chip in the making, or just another flash in the pan? And underpinning all these questions, who are the wizards behind this ingenious collection? And before we get into all of that, let's hear a word from our sponsors. When you shop for plane tickets, you probably use Kayak, Expedia, or Google Flights. So why would you limit yourself to just one exchange when you trade crypto? To make sure you're getting the best possible price, you should use a DEX aggregator like Matcha. Matcha routes your orders across all the various DeFi exchanges on Ethereum, Polygon, Avalanche, BSC, Phantom, CeeLo, and Optimism to provide the best possible prices without taking any commissions. Matcha has integrated fiat on-ramps so you can buy directly with your credit or debit card and uses smart order routing that splits your order across multiple liquidity sources. With Matcha, you can make limit orders on chain so you can set and forget your DeFi trades, and now Matcha even offers gasless trading. Head over to matcha.xyz/Defiant and connect your wallet to start smarter with Matcha. Step Finance is the front page of Solana. Crypto moves fast with hundreds of applications and new things launching daily. Keeping track of it all is a full-time job. Step brings everything into one easy-to-use dashboard. Step's portfolio management dashboard enables Solana users to visualize, analyze, execute, and aggregate transactions across all Solana contracts at the click of a button. Step is built by DeFi degenerates for DeFi degenerates. Get started today by visiting step.finance and connect your wallet today. DidX is the future of decentralized derivatives trading. The exchange is on a mission to build the world's leading crypto trading platform. To further this mission, the team is now developing the next version of the protocol, version 4. DidX v4, launching at the end of 2022, will be open source, fully decentralized, and entirely controlled by the community. To help power this next step, the community has launched a grants program with funding allocated to open source builders, contributors, and ecosystem integrations. Come help build the future of decentralized trading at DidX Grants. So look, it's only been a week, but rumors abound and they've got the Goblin community frothing at the mouth. Now, this is pure, unadulterated conjecture. But there are rumblings that the goblins might have been cooked up in a secret lab in Yuga land. That's right. And as for the evidence, well, this eagle-eyed community member spotted a quite uncanny resemblance between this undoxed Goblin founder and this doxed Yuga Labs team member, right down to the dog and the glasses. Columbo, eat your heart out. And it's got the people wondering, is the undoxed Goblin team actually a supergroup of NFT power players? For one thing, this Goblin bears a striking resemblance to Steve Aoki and was actually sold for 26 ETH to the Sandbox game last week. Why? That does make it the most expensive sell so far. Meanwhile, this spliff-smoking geezer was spotted donning similar headwear to the Don himself, the D-O-G-G. Could Mr. Medici himself be pulling the strings? Oh, so many questions. And on the subject of headwear, let's take off our tinfoil hats. No, this is a beret, I'm keeping it on for a moment. Because the most compelling case for the Yuga Labs connection comes from page 86 of its famously leaked pitch deck, where it appears to account 1% of its future 2022 revenue stream for goblins. Best of all, as we know, Yuga Labs can neither confirm nor deny this because they never actually acknowledge the authenticity of the leaked deck itself, adding even more fuel to a hype fire that's seen the floor prices rocket from 0 ETH, because it was free, to around 8 ETH today in just a matter of days. And let's be honest here, goblins on that deck was just an old name for what has now become coders. So let's let that Yuga one go like an old piece of ham, yeah? Yummy. But the success of Goblin Town NFTs goes well beyond Labs or whoever or may not be behind it. The point is, these goblins have captured the public imagination and absolutely nailed the zeitgeist of the time. The name alone couldn't be better or more timely. 2 weeks after the Terra fiasco, against the backdrop of looming global recession and monetary tightening, the crypto space is finally coming to terms with the possibility of a sustained and bloody bear market, the long and winding road to Goblin Town. This is crypto nihilism at its most poignant and pertinent, and who am I kidding? When a thing is a thing, it's just a thing, isn't it? But seriously, is this just a happy case of impeccable timing? Or has the team been biding its time, quietly waiting for the perfect moment for their grand debut? As Zero Learn points out, this is absolutely a team that knows what they're doing. And yes, This really does feel too well coordinated to be a fluke. The website is just very, very good. In fact, it's brilliant. Shades of lemmings as the little goblins climb up and then fall down. And while the overall aesthetic might have echoes of Ren and Stimpy, there's a level of craftsmanship here that stands toe-to-toe with some of the most iconic collections around. So much so, NFT Twitter has been forensically analyzing the line thickness of these avatars to prove Yuga Labs' involvement. And if I cast my mind back to when Bored Apes launched, the same feeling, the same idea of capturing a moment, capturing an idea, it seems reflected here. Not to say that there is a connection, but I get why people feel the connection. Just strip away all the BS and let's just have a thing that's a thing and enjoy that. But above all, these goblins have positioned themselves to stand apart from the crowd in a truly unique way, in a market saturated with bog standard 10K collections offering a roadmap leading nowhere, or a game that isn't a game, it's just some vision that some kid had while he was high and eating Doritos and whatever kids do these days. Utilities that fizzle out into obscurity. This so-called anti-NFT collection is doing things its own way.
Props to Goblin Town for showing us that NFTs are supposed to be fun.
As a message for everyone there. Maybe we should get it printed on a t-shirt, because that's the point, right? It is fun. It is irreverent. It's keeping it real. And of course, shrouded in intrigue and mystery. Which, let's be honest, in the NFT space is a pretty deadly combination, and hell, you know, it's even taken NFT culture to new heights by introducing its own dialect and translation service. Check it out. In Goblin, which translated means, hello, my name is Robin, and I wish I bought some goblins. Even major brands are jumping on the bandwagon, with the likes of Bud Light pandering to the goblin community in the hopes of shitting them some of their minging piss water, which, if you know that goblins piss everywhere, well, it's kind of apt. Piss in, piss out, you get the picture.
What?
The point is, if successful NFT collections are built on community, then Goblin Town is absolutely smashing it. So what's next? Well, already the community is excitedly awaiting the so-called McGoblin Burger airdrop. And nobody has the faintest idea what the hell it might mean. But again, nobody cares. Whatever it is, they want it, and it was free, so yeah. And when a project has promised you absolutely nothing, well then why the hell not? You cannot be disappointed. And that really seems to be the current trend in NFT land these days. Just today on Twitter, I came across #FreeMint as trending. The newest addition to the free mint trend comes from Sybil. 5K supply, free mint, oh, but here's the kicker. And you get 0.01 ETH for minting. So it's not only free, but you get paid to mint. You get paid to mint! How desperate are they? Within a span of 48 hours, For the Culture took off, gathering 60,000 followers on Twitter and around 80,000 on Discord. And the art, wait for it. It's gonna be good, right? It's gonna be so good for the culture. Ta-da! This hero we do not deserve is prepared to pay 91 grand just for the pleasure of secondary royalties. How on earth are any of us supposed to explain this to anyone outside of crypto? Nate Chastain just got done for wire fraud, and we're gobbling up snot-faced art atrocities. Yep, that's us. Now, some of this does remind me of the launch of Wi-Fi, how Andre Cronje just launched that token onto the market, fair launch, and it really captured the imagination of people to say there is a different way to do things. The VC model, the greed model, throw that out the door and let's do something different. Is that what we have here? Well, I don't know. Either way, the team, whoever they are, has already pocketed a call, and we must insert the number here because it's changing daily, and by the time we publish it will be different, so let's just put the number in there. It's many millions. It was about 2.9 million today. It's definitely going to be over 3 tomorrow. Think about that! 3 million in secondary sales. They gave them away for 3. Mustard. So the 7% cut that they take on OpenSea and LooksRare contributes to all of that, but they also held on to 10% of the original 10,000 because, as they say, why not? And sure, listen, I'm just speculating here, but the ingenuity of this campaign so far does leave you thinking, do these goblins have something up their sleeves? Giancarlo makes a fair point too. With all this hype, it could be just a matter of time before some A-listers jump on the bandwagon, triggering a full-blown Goblin bonanza. And for all those who hate the apes and think they're fugly, well, celebrities picked up apes, maybe they'll pick up goblins too. Is this a future blue chip in the making? It's too soon to say. In this space though, nothing is off the table. Maybe this is Yuga Labs. Maybe it's Zero X Sifu's last hurrah. Or maybe the team gets doxxed and we end up with a Milady-like situation, triggering a sudden sell-off that sees Goblin Town live up to its name in the truest sense of the word. Either way, there's no denying that what they've done it's impressive. Free to mint, no utilities, no roadmap, no promises, and just when you thought you understood the rules of the game, somebody comes along and changes it completely. But as I've already said, this was the Andre Cronje playbook. You love to see it, we love to see it. This, from the depths of wherever the fuck we have been, was the Defiant.